I'm here with Vice Presidential candidate Sam Dennis. I have a few questions to ask you.
Yeah, of course.
So what do you think of the Black Lives Matter initiative?
About the movement itself?
Yeah, the movement.
Absolutely. I don't want to necessarily hinder any opinions of anyone else. I say that I personally stand with the Black Lives Matter movement. Of course, not all Republicans are going to have that same outlook, but I do want to say that those who believe in, regardless of Black Lives Matter or blue lives, all lives, regardless, we're all human beings. And with that, we need to understand that our police are doing the best that they can, that the human beings are doing the best that they can, the public's doing the best as they can, and we need to make sure that with our control in that, we need to make sure that we're all unified and that we don't go against one another.
And we're here with Luis Manuel Morales from the Democratic Party. How are you, Luis?
Good, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Okay, let's start off with a quote that was said in your party. My hope for this country has never been higher. So, why is your hope for this country so high?
Under Eleanor Chample's leadership, I think that we can accomplish a lot of things. I know that she cares for a lot of people, and I think that it's time that we have a president that can actually really get stuff done, and I believe that Eleanor can do that.
What exactly do you plan to change about gun control?
Background checks, heavy background checks. That's exactly what we need, and I feel like even under current background checks, it's not getting the job done.
And now, with the damages done of Hurricane Irma to the following states like Puerto Rico and all the other states, what would your party do to help this situation?
Anything possible. There's under our current president, Mr. Trump had said that there is that we threw. I'm Rican myself, so he said that we threw a wrench or something in the budget, which is completely not true. And even if we did, these are American lives that are at stake, and you need to make sure you do everything in your power to make sure everyone is safe and everyone is healthy.
Thank you so much, Alex Torres, for that last interview. We're here today with the Fist of Freedom Party Vice Presidential candidate Ariel Moore, and we have a few questions for you. So, what makes you the best Vice Presidential candidate?
I'm the best vice presidential candidate because, unlike other presidential candidates, I'm actually one of the people that is on the ground working with the people, because the same system that fails people of color is the same system that fails me. So I firsthand understand what the American people are going through.
All right. And so recently there was the Hurricane Irma, which damaged a lot of the United States and Puerto Rico especially. How do you think your party can handle situations like that?
First, not turning a blind eye to it and not isolating the people of Puerto Rico. That's the first thing, and making sure that our efforts are responsive, they are impactful, and that they're not just singling out a group of people or they're ignoring a group of people.
Good evening. I'm here with Nicholas Shaw, the Vice Presidential candidate for the Pangea Party. Hi, Nick.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm going to ask him a few questions. So, Nick, what do you think makes you the perfect candidate for Vice President?
I think for me to be the perfect candidate, I need to support my president the most I can, the best I can, and that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to support Israel with everything I can do so that she can complete her dream of becoming president.
All right, Nick. So Israel also talked about being a dreamer. And do you believe that this dreamer can make things happen?
I think if we have the right people in office, we can definitely make the dream happen and unite everyone in the world.
Good evening. I'm back here with Ella Burrows, the Vice Presidential candidate for the Real Vision Party. Hi, Ella.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great to be here.
It's great to have you here. So we have a few questions for Ella Burrows. So what makes you the best Vice Presidential candidate?
What makes me the best vice presidential candidate? Well, that's a pretty easy question, to be honest. Likewise to my partner, we've also been in cities and have experienced a lot of these things that people on their everyday lives experience, such as gun violence, education issues, and coming from a middle class family and having to pay for college, all these things. We like to see ourselves as relatable. We want to help the people and help them with issues that we also struggled with ourselves.